Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements, and in front of me is the crude oil future chart. But just before we start today's video, you may realize that I'm now using the old chart that we used to use here on our YouTube channel, and that's due to the fact we've been reading a few of the comments that we've seen as of recent, where our viewers have basically said that they preferred this chart because it's bigger, it's clearer, and we completely understand. So I think going forward we will continue to use this chart if it makes it easier for you all. That being said though, if you do wish to open a trading account on our brand new trading platform, and you could do so simply by scrolling down and clicking on the link at the top of this video's description. That will take you to this page here, and you can open up a trading account and be trading with us within minutes. But back to the crude oil future markets, and as you can see, today has been a horrific day for the crude oil bulls. We have completely collapsed. We were trading as high as $74 a barrel this time last week, and we're now down at $66 a barrel. We're now down roughly 7.5% on the day. It has not been pretty, but one thing that I would say is that we are fast approaching that oversold territory on the RSI. We're not quite there yet. We're down at 32 to 31. So we could, in theory, still go a little bit lower. This is a great example. We did go as low as 26. But it's not looking good for the crude oil bulls. And I still believe it's way too early to try and buy the dip. I think what you have to do is wait for us to decline towards 200-day EMA. What I am anticipating here in the crude oil markets is that in the upcoming sessions, we will probably see a bounce, but it will be a dead cat bounce, okay? It will just be to correct the RSI, perhaps send up to 40, and then I think we then fizzle out down towards a 200-day EMA, where we then got, that's where we will then find support from the bulls here in the crude oil market. And that is where you should add a significant amount of money to your portfolio. That 200-day EMA should offer some fantastic support, and that's when I personally believe that you will see a massive bounce in the crude oil markets, perhaps back up towards the swing highs at $74 a barrel. But I'm sure that many of you have lost money during today's session. Sessions like this are very unpredictable, and that's of course because of the resurgence of all of the Delta COVID cases that are causing havoc across many countries, not just here in Europe and the UK, but also in the US, in Asia. And it's really affecting the reopening of these countries. So not looking good for the demand for crude oil. But that being said, this was always going to happen. COVID is going to be here to stay for the upcoming years, at least the next 5 years, I would say. But the good news is that the vaccines are still working. Nothing has really changed in terms of the vaccination rollout, and that's what is very important. Now, of course, if we had a report tomorrow, let's say, that the vaccinations were less effective, then yes, that's when crude oil could turn really ugly. But until that happens, I'm a buyer here for the crude oil, but you just need to be very selective as to when you buy the crude oil market. So wait for that pullback down towards the 200-day EMA, perhaps at $60 a barrel, and then that's when you get the green light to buy back up towards at least the 50-day EMA, which is at $71 a barrel. So patience is the key here for the crude oil markets.